Yeah, boy. So it's been a long while. Shouldn't have left you without a retrospect review to I was gonna say step two, but I say listen to basically. So
Yeah.
yes, folks, we are back with another episode of Retrospect Reviews. I know it's been a long time, but I don't know, it's just not really big anniversary stuff as far as albums go. But this one in particular, this one is huge. I really had to take advantage. This is for one of my all-time favorite albums. This would be Notorious B.I.G's 1994 debut, Ready to Die. And
Yeah.
just to begin, right? So for me, it have 5 albums that matter to me, right? And ironically, all of them are East Coast, right? So number one, A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight
Midnight
Marauders.
Marauders.
Number two, Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. Number three, Nas Illmatic. Number five, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. And number
And Biggest
four
Four.
is Big. Yeah. Well, just to talk about how I got introduced to Biggie, right? And then we'll jump into your how you got into his music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was introduced to him through a little show that was on TV called Party Flavor by Request.
Oh wow.
Shout
Show
out
your
to
age.
O'Brien Haynes.
Show your age. Show your
Yes,
age.
right. Yes, right. Yes. That was how, like, I was in that was I think literally the first time I got to see hip hop music videos. Like, actually, like, I would hear the songs on radio and just be like, oh yeah, they're on radio. But seeing them for the first time was like, wow, okay, right, so cool. Um, the first video that I saw from him was a little song called "One More Chance" remix. And that was so incredibly huge. I would even argue that it literally used to show like every weekday, you know what I mean, when that show was on air, right? And you know what I mean, that I was just in love with the beat, just the way how Biggie rapped it and all that kind of stuff. And then videos for Juicy and Warning came out after that, and I was like, all right, this guy real cool. But I'll never forget though when 97 hit and Hypnotize came out, and this was during the whole they call it the jiggy era. Oh, sorry, the not the bling bling era, but basically
It was
the
the starting of the G era.
yeah, with the shiny suits and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's just how cinematic that video was, and you just saw the back and forth between you just see chemistry basically between with Biggie and Puff Daddy, now known as Diddy, right, to most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just how it felt like a music video, it was cool and all that.
Talking
And
about video, that was hype. That was Hype Williams. Did that, yeah. Hype work. Yeah.
yeah,
But
oh yes, Hype Williams did direct that. To me, yeah, he still remains one of my favorite music video directors. Just the stuff that he did, especially like with people with like Busta Rhymes, for example. Just how innovative he was. Just the colors, the oh gosh, the lenses that he would use. I remember the fisheye lens that he loved to
yeah,
use,
he was.
videos, all that kind of stuff. Oh
Yeah.
yes, and there was also Big Papa, which was a big song back in '95. Well, '94. Sorry, when the video came out, that was cool. March 9th, 1997. You know what I mean? I saw the papers actually. I didn't even see it on TV, but I saw it in the papers that Notorious B.I.G. died. You know what I mean? And I was young and dumb at the time. I was telling myself, well, it's because he's a gangster rapper. You know what I mean? It's because he sing about guns and all that kind of stuff. That's why it happened, right? But it's only like about a few months after that, and then just this leading forward into my life, that I really understood how impactful that man's death was, and how impactful his music was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when it really got to me, though. The moment where I think the whole world really kind of connected, I really felt the loss, though, was when Puff Daddy dropped a particular album.
The Puff Daddy and the Family Forever.
Puff Daddy and the Family, that album. Yeah, when he dropped No Way Out, which was the debut studio album from Diddy at the time, right? Well, Puff Daddy and the Family, right? And of course, the big song that everybody remember from it is
Benjamin's.
"I'll Be Missing You."
Benjamin's.
That's
Then
not
I'll
that's
be
not that's
missing
not bro.
you.
All right, all it's like, okay, you had big songs, like you had All About the Benjamins, which I absolutely fuck with. You had Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, which I fucked with as well too. Even though it took me a long while to realize is a David Bowie song that they were sampling. It's like, oh shit, that's what they did there. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I remember Victory. I remember really loving the music video at the time. If I watch it now, it's kind of dated, but I don't know. I just
Yeah.
how over the
Be,
top and
be,
just how how grandiose it felt, man, like this big
Yeah.
larger than life movie you were
With
watching.
me, it's just I don't even watch the video for Victory, but just the way the beat builds with the
Yes,
strings and
yes.
it's something like a fight scene in a movie.
Right. Well, as I say, fight scene. What it did, it took the song from Rocky, Bill Conti's "Go in the Distance." That da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da, 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 yeah. Which is one of my favorite songs off of that Rocky movie, by the way. But the way how they build it in this beat, and make it so intense when the drums kick in and when Biggie starts his verse though. And speaking about, well, also I mean Biggie have a great verse. I love Busta Rhymes chorus. We got the real last shit
yeah,
from
yeah.
front to back. I love that. But I actually like Diddy's contribution to it though. Like it
That
real
that
dark and
do
grim,
not
like yo, the
do
sun don't
not
shine
do
forever.
not yeah.
I don't know. So no, but
Do
that's
not
so
if Diddy pen game is not that nice.
I
Give
know,
whoever
I know,
you
I know. Somebody wrote it for him, but it
yeah,
sounds
he
great over the
goes
beat.
that
Sound
yeah.
great. Yeah,
He goes that props.
right.
He
But yeah,
goes that props.
right. But yeah, but the big song that really skyrocketed the album, of course, was "I'll Be Missing You," and I remember that video being on the heavy rotation party favor by request. Uh, although to this day, I still find the intro to be kind of hilarious.
When he fall down,
When you fall off the mic. That's
that
how random it is, though. I just crack up at it, though. But everything after that is just, just heartfelt and just like I never used to tear up at it, but when I used to see the video and when did he used to do his little,
he
skating dance, let's call
yeah
it, I was
he
like,
jig yeah do
yeah,
jig.
I was like, yeah, boy, I really feeling this shit. I really, really feeling this shit. And then the beat too, and just one last thing on the subject of that too. I never forget the MTV video awards at the time when they had the big performance with him and Faith Evans. I'm
And
not sure if
Sting.
112 was there, but Sting was there. Looking weird. Can you remember? It's the samplers. I'll be watching you. Big hardcore stalker tune. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just him stand up there and singing every move you make. This
Mhm.
this I don't know. Like, well, look at it now. I kind of laugh at it. It's kind of weird, but at the time I was like, yeah, boy, this is the shit, though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We could kind of ask if maybe you could make the argument at you, or maybe it came at a point in time in your life maybe that Diddy was kind of capitalizing on Biggie's death, but I didn't really see it as that. I saw it as a real tribute to his friend because yeah, they were friends. You know what I
Friends,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, Diddy
A
was
lot
one
of
who first
people
sued him.
yeah, a
Sorry.
lot of people say that how Diddy was marketed of the debt in the sense
Yeah,
that how he was using big debt to make a bag. But okay, the, the dude friend
exactly.
dude
And
friend died.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's how he died too. That's the next thing too. But yeah, just on the subject of their friendship, basically, well, Christopher Wallace, being when he was growing up in Bedford Stuyvesant, um, he kind of got into selling drugs at age 12. He dropped out of school at age 17, well, high school, sorry. He got arrested at age 19 for dealing crack. And then afterwards, well, he made bail, and then he just decided he was going to pursue this rap career, basically, right? Because he always had a talent for freestyling and whatnot. There's some cool videos you can see on YouTube with him just basically by the corner, battling guys. I really love those videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, and at the time, though, he went under the alias Biggie Smalls, which was a character from a movie called Let's Do It Again. Big black
I
exploitation
would
movie, basically. He put out a demo tape. I believe he worked with. I forgot who the producer was. Basically, the
which
the the,
producer?
the, the um the DJ that he was working at
Oh,
first.
100 grand. Oh,
Yeah, right. I think right, 100 grand. That's it, right. And then he put out a demo tape. Of course, well, Diddy, who was working, all right, we call him Sean Combs for now. He was working at Uptown Records at the time, and it was like, all right, this guy had talent, so bring him in. They do a little song called Party and Bullshit, which came out in 1993. Still a great song in my opinion. I really love like in the end, what I mean, where he says a fucking fight broke out and the beat actually stops.
yeah.
I love that part. That works for me, right? And he got to collaborate with Mary J. Blige with Real Love, Super Cat for Dolly My Baby, in the remix.
Yeah. Yeah.
which I still love to this day, even though
That
did these verses have a cracking up,
Didi
especially when
don't
he's
have
had
a
to do
verse.
the
He have an
man,
intro.
no, he's yo, no, he he does
Yeah,
that
but
weird thing
intro.
and then Biggie
Yeah.
just coming with, I love it when you call me Big Papa. Right, so I love that, right? Yeah, well, yeah, Diddy doesn't really have a verse, but whatever, right?
Yeah.
Um,
He introducing.
right. Okay, he's introduced it. Right, right, right. And then of course the excellent, still fucking excellent in my opinion, Flavor in Your Ear remix, from Craig Mack. Still one of
Ooh.
the best remixes ever,
Yeah,
ever,
it's up
ever
there. It's
recorded
up
in my
there.
opinion. I
Up there.
love that. Rest in peace to Craig Mack, right? At the point in time, he married Faith Evans, who also was, up and coming at the time as well. And that's kind of it was kind of funny too because he already had a baby mama, already had a child and whatnot, a daughter, sorry. But the man was just smitten by Faith Evans, and it was like, all right, cool, boom, you know what I mean? And they hit it off, right? They got married on August 4th, 1994, and then sorry, yeah, got married then, and then about a month later, so September 13th of 94, he put out his debut album, Ready to Die, which of course was a huge, huge, huge success. From there, he got his boys, his posse, basically Junior Mafia on board, sorry, with their
Mm.
debut album Conspiracy, which admittedly is not an album that remember all that much,
Same.
except
I
but Get Money, still one of the hardest songs on that album. I love that song. I love the beat fit, but like it mellow, but at the same time you could just kind of screw your face to it. Like it's that kind of mixture, grimy and laid back. No, something about that beat and just the delivery from both Biggie and Lil Kim that I love on that, right? Um, at the point in time too, he had a relationship, sorry, not a relationship, a friendship with Tupac Shakur. And then, well, on the night of November 30th, 1994, things changed for them at this New York recorded studio. So what had happened, as you should know,
Pac
Tupac
got
was,
jacked.
Tupac, yeah, Pac got jacked.
Yeah.
He got ambushed by these gunmen. Basically, they shot at him, and when the paramedics came to wheel him out, both Biggie was yeah both Biggie and
Sees.
yeah, Lil Cease was there. Sorry, his cousin Lil Cease was there, and Diddy came out as well. And well, according to eyewitnesses, Tupac saw them, and well, we like he just instantly kind of pick up. Oh well, they had something to do with it. And then there was this like famous radio interview, I believe it was, where Tupac kind of say, well, he felt as if the bad boy crew at the time now knew about the ambush, and they didn't even bother to warn Tupac about it. So it just so it's just like they kind of turned his back on him now. Just allow him to get
Rob.
robbed basically, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then from there everything changed. The media spin it as the East Coast West Coast feud. I know at the time, me, just now started to get into like hip hop music videos and stuff like that, had no idea this even happened. It's only after the fact I was like, wait, oh shit, this actually did happen though.
Mm.
The Source Awards, Suge Knight coming in and literally taking a shot at Diddy. All this happened. I didn't even know that. And I wasn't really aware of that. You know what I mean? And it's just ironic how the media spin it as well, you know what I mean? As this literal feud, basically, when it's, between two coasts, when it's actually between two artists, right? Um, Tupac, though, unfortunately, I mean, Tupac's my boy, you know what I mean? He makes, you know what I mean? I'm a fan and whatnot, but
Mm.
man dropped probably the harshest, coldest, most unforgivable diss track ever. You know what I mean? Just clapping back at Biggie, he say, "Oh, you fuck your wife" and all that kind of stuff, Jed. Like still to this day when I hear it, I just be like, God, boy, like you did how to do that, man. You did how to
Mm.
do that, Jed. Come on, right? Um of course, at the same around the same time, actually, old track that Biggie did call "Who Shot You" came out, and everybody spin it as, oh, this is a direct diss at Tupac. And we could argue whether
Mm.
it is or not, but I personally believe it was right. Of course, you know what I mean. Tupac, well, he got killed, and then everything just kind of changed. It just shook Biggie, and I mean, it was like, all right, well, now I, well, I mean, I have this next album coming out, which is called Life After Death, And now I just wanna, just wanna focus on that. He reconciled with Faith Evans because they had a little rough patch at a point in time. And then he was just eager to just oh yes, and they had their son together. And then from there it was like, well, cool. Now I'm gonna put out this album here. I'm gonna try to squash this whole beef. So what I mean, on the night of March 9th, 1997, he went out to LA, to promote the album. They had he and Diddy went to this club to promote the album. Everything was nice. The entourage left, and then they stopped at this red light. Another car came, a hand protruded, with a firearm in hand. Shots fired. Biggie got killed, and yeah, the rest is history. So, long ass intro aside, I learned about this stuff like later on, in my life now, as I started to gravitate towards, more hip hop and more artists and albums and stuff like that. And from there, my mindset just changed in terms of, oh, he's just a gangster rapper. He shouldn't have sing about that. I graduate beyond that level of thinking, and I really start to respect the man as an artist, right? So I jumped into Ready to Die, and from there I was just blown away from just how blunt and direct he was in terms of just conveying what was going on in his life, what was going on in the hood, how how life of a hustler or a drug dealer is, how life as a rapper is. He just went into those topics basically. I just love the way how he rhymed. His beat selection was on point. Even
Yeah.
on Life After Death though, which we could argue have some filler here or there, but still though. The filler tracks still bump though. They still bump, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah, there's bumps. There's
yeah,
bumps.
there's
There's
bumps, right?
bumps.
Um, and then, well, of course, jumped into Life After Death, and that album also impacted me as well. But just mainly because of the whole art imitating life, imitating art kind of thing, where it's
Mm.
almost like, well, yeah, he kind of predict his death now, some similar to Tupac. And then when he reached the last track, nobody till somebody kills you, it's just like, jeez, boy, you know what I mean? But what I loved about that album in particular was just the storytelling, you know what I mean? Which just stepped up considerably in that album. You had Somebody's Got to Die, you had Niggas Bleed, you know what I mean? You had I Got a Story to Tell. And just the storytelling that though was just still in my opinion. I just love that. Um
Still one of the best storytellers till this day.
yes, indeed. Um and yes, of course, over the years, um tracks that didn't make it to other albums, unfortunately, it resurfaced, through Bad Boy, it releases like Born Again, which uh kind of hit or miss for me. Although Dead Wrong was the shit back in '99, it was the
Yeah,
shit.
Dead Wrong is a 1 in a million shot because everything fall in place.
That
Basically
that that
big,
beat too.
big basically done had had that whole track like layout because you see it have a hook and two verses.
Yeah,
He already had the thing layout. Um, he just they just had to make over the beat, and what they do is they take the same drum sample that they use from Story to Tell,
right.
the tack
Oh,
tack
that's what
tack.
that.
Yeah,
You're right. That's where it came from. Oh,
yeah,
okay. I didn't know
yeah.
that. I didn't know that. Right.
Nobody don't know that. I now enlighten people now because I now find the sample and listen to it too, and like, yo, that is same drums. So anyhow, they use the same drums and they just use the snare part
Right.
and put hits.
Yeah.
And
And I
Ga-
actually like Eminem's contribution to
Eminem's verse was stupid ridiculous
you know what I mean?
because
The
again,
cannibalism,
yeah,
whatever it was he was talking about,
and
7 levels
Eminem
of
went with the
this.
mind frame that how this is Biggie. I need to stand on Biggie level, and
Yes.
he went in. Same thing with the Biggie duets. It had knocks, but it had tracks that people you could see them like, yo, Big Will I never work with you. Yo, shine you.
Yeah.
Track is ass. The only track on the Biggie duet that I could see Big really like, yeah, this bump and this knock is with the clips.
Yes. I actually didn't like Spitcher Game though, but it's because of the beat and because of how Crazy Bone snap on that beat.
They again, that could happen. It happened. Twister was
Right.
on a track with Biggie. Bone Thugs
Yes,
was
yes,
on a
yes.
track with Biggie, so it happened. It had no new people, they be other than Swiss. So
Right, right. Well, fair enough. I understand. Yeah, yeah,
again, with the whole album, as I tell you, the only people that I could say do the track justice is Clips and well Jay-Z.
yeah. And oh
Uh,
yes, I remember Hold Your Head being such a it was big at the time. I guess it's because of the Bob Marley sample. You know what I mean? Although
not
it's I don't know, like it's not a song that I love so much because of the I think it's because of how dramatic it was and the violence and stuff like that. It just felt kind of different and like they just trying to get emotion out here, you know what I mean? Even though they
no,
take probably one of the grimiest verses he ever spit, you know what I
oh,
mean, from
they take the most
you know what I mean? Like
eerie,
yeah,
most
like you
eerie
take that song
dark,
though?
the most eerie dark song that you can find from Biggie
Yeah,
and
you
try to
take
make it
suicidal
cheery.
thoughts. Yeah, you take suicidal thoughts and you try to make it to this like, yeah, man, we need to stop the violence kind of song. That it just, I don't
It
know,
did,
boy.
yeah,
It
it did
just didn't
work. It
work.
did
It didn't
work.
work. It didn't work. Yeah. But I mean, I applaud the effort. I applaud the effort, even though I really don't see myself going back to that duet album at all. Born again, I guess, but not the duets one. But yeah, long story short, though, over the years, I became a huge fan of Biggie. But for me, because Ready to Die was the first album I heard from him, and that was the one that really hit me the hardest. That's why I could see it was one of my favorites. And then over the years, I was like, yeah, this is like top five for me, though. Like I see why so many not just East Coast artists, but just rap artists in general have been inspired by him. You know what I mean? And whether it's just a line or just like a hook or whatever it is, his work though, his art just kind of permeate through rap though. So like I don't know, but like rap just forever changed because of him, and it's just a shame that he only had this little amount of time roughly to make a contribution, and it was a big contribution at that. You know what I mean? So yeah, boy. So Doughboy, what was your history with Biggie? Like how you got
Big.
into his music and
Well,
just this stuff.
again, he know about him through the years growing up. Growing up in the era, as I say, you hear the track with he and Supercat and stuff. All the other tracks them that was popping at the time, you hear it. And then when he died, I was 10.
Right.
So again, still a
Yeah.
kid, still trying to find my way into these music and stuff. So into like 2000, into 2000, being a teenager now, liming in places that I should not be, with people that are near the wells, doing stuff that is illegal.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
we, we will be bumping rap albums, and it had like albums that they will always be playing, and Ready to Die and rough a few Rough Riders albums would be what they're playing. So
Right.
again, we in this place of
Of ill
near the
will.
well, yeah, place of near the wells. And we listening to just big, and at that time now being around that and listening to the biggest seeing it for yourself what he talking about. So it coming to me like, yeah, we this dude cool. He talking about my homies song.
Right.
So yeah, he talking about my homies. So like, take no. The dudes have given us giving me and a few albums for us to listen to, and they give us um, Ready to Die and Oppositor H2O. That Dragon from Rough Riders. Give
Oh,
us,
right, right, right.
yeah,
I should check that out though. I always find Dragon to be like the most underrated of the Rough Riders,
yeah,
in my opinion.
that
Yeah.
album is like real nice. And I tell you, check it out.
All right,
So
I
they
will.
give us those albums, so just like we asked the learners listening to 'em. And every day before I go to school, I just listening to this Biggie album, listening to it, because you now we're into music and I hearing like, this dude is remarkable. He doing the flips he doing, the words he using, the way how he playing across his stuff, down to like painting, like when he rapping, it just basically he painting a picture in your mind. You had nothing like
Yes,
just
that's true.
yeah, it had nothing like boy, I wonder what he talking about. It's just like he just playing he like it just he taking your eyes out of your head and just putting it in he head and you seeing what he seeing. So that how every day I just listening to this album and it get to a point that how I know all the tracks down word by
Right.
word. I know yeah. So every day I just go to school spitting that shit. And then again to starting to collect albums now. So I buy my own albums. So when we get them back the album, the first three albums I bought with my own money was Hard Knock Life,
Right.
Slim Shady LP, and Ready to Die. That was the
Ah,
first
okay.
three albums I bought with my money. So that was the beginning of me having a few collection. So we had this. Um, we beat the CD till the CD gets scratched. But more or less, that's how I got into big. And then, like again, like every time I go back because now he catalog it. It just three albums, so I don't have to pay much amount to catch up on the stuff.
Mm,
Like just buy Ready to Die, Life After That, Born Again, and you're in. You have basically everything you have.
yeah, correct.
So yeah, so I bought all the albums and we just going through like the whole catalog. And dude was he was basically the best rapper. He is the best rapper that it had because it do have no. I always tell people that it have nobody that do so much with so little work.
Yeah, and he just make it look easy too.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
he just changed the game with basically two albums.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he changed the game with two albums. So like that was my intro into him just being around bad people. I was like around ne'er do wells,
Right, right.
listening to the music and just get me into that. And up to this day, like everybody like to see my big collection because like I have my plays and then I have my seals that
Mhm.
don't come out. Like I have all the albums and seals still, and then I have my plays.
Right, right.
So like when I come out, I have the original 1993 Ready to Die, that and the remastered
The
still in pack.
2004 one, right? I think it
Yeah,
was, right? Yeah.
like I have all. So like the one that we beat into this ground, I just take the case and I stick it up on my wall, on my door, on my wall. So
Nice.
like yeah, so like that how big a impact it is. Like that the only CD that I do that with. Like I just take all the CD and just take the packaging and everything and just stick it on the wall. Like yeah, this is what people had to expect when they come by me.
Right.
Big.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Understood,
big.
understood, understood.
So
Yeah.
like that my introduction and my relationship with big music. Big music to me is the premium that like the Moet Arab.
Ah,
The yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. I get. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's the Moet Arab. Everybody else is the little Yadi, little Bel Air and the little Cirocs and whatnot, but he's the Moet. He's what the good shit is.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, this is going to be well. I mean, this is a long album. It clocks it at about 69 minutes. So you just try to run through these tracks as quickly as you can, right? And also, yes, this album is going to be turning 25 years old. Wow,
Um,
I am
and they
old.
talk about it didn't have no anniversary today. Is our anniversary for Bill for Cuba Links Part 2. Dope album, very dope album.
Yes, actually, come as you bring up that, that was my favorite album of 2009 when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember, well, this slight little detour, right? I
Yeah.
remember like one of my friends, like when I say, "Hey, you know what's the best album of 2009?" He told me Blueprint 3. I was like, nope,
No.
it's Rake One, Only Built for Cuban Links Part 2. Listen to that. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, Blueprint 3 was just all over the place. It was marketed well, but Only Built for Cuban Links was just like I'm not saying that it wasn't marketed properly. It's just that it was kind of overshadowed by stuff like Jay-Z's work and
Yeah.
whatnot. Now. But like I listened to that, I was like, dude, why? Like I understand now why like die-hard hip hop heads call this thing album of the year. I was like, yeah, this is album of the year. Like no doubt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
just I like it are like two tracks that are like stand out in my mind from on that. I like the Wu Tang track, that Diladu.
I well, House of Flying Daggers. I
Yeah, House of Fire
love love that tune.
Daggers.
Like every
And
time I just hear that, I just think like some kind of Shaolin massacre
yeah, just
fight scene,
the
man, just
beat.
rushing out with spears and like staffs and just beating the shit out each other. I just
Yeah,
think like a warrior when you hear that beat. It just
yes, the
so
beat.
incredible.
Yeah, that whoa,
That
yeah.
dun,
That
dun, 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 and I'll be like, holy
whoa,
shit.
yeah.
Ah.
That and Jihad. I love Jihad
Yeah, Jihad was great. Jihad was great. Yeah.
because one Necro produced it, and
Oh,
a long time Necro needed that props. Necro produced it, and Ghostface storytelling on it was perfect.
yeah. It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh
Back
yeah,
to what we were
also
supposed to do.
back to what we say. But I was gonna say about Rick 1 2, there was that little beef that he had.
Uh,
Back when the first album came out, when Only Bill for Cuban Links came out, and it was like of course with Ghostface with his famous line, I don't want nobody rap like sound like me on no album. Because they was taking shots at Biggie because they felt that his album cover for Ready to Die was
no,
ripping
what
off
it says, yeah,
Nas
he rip
Illmatic
off a Nas
cover.
Illmatic and he was rapping like Rick one.
Oh, okay, I didn't pick up on that. I thought it was just an album cover thing. I thought that was it. No, just the album cover. I didn't know it was he rapping. It was
Yeah,
how he was rapping or what he was rapping about.
how he it can't be how he was rapping because like, two of them they rap different. But like what I trying to say is the same, like he in the same vein as Rick one, trying
Right.
to rap like
He kind of
well,
mafia. So although he's the one who kind of started the whole I'm the boss, with this drug selling shit. But I'll make the argument now with Life After Death. That's when that mafioso style came in for Biggie. But with Ready to Die, it was more like grimy street hustler, kind of shit. Though.
again I don't understand the thing. I just find it was corny. Yeah, it was
It
corny.
was, it was, it was. Out of the whole beef though, I really did like Ice Water.
Hmm.
Like out of that whole beef that kind of went nowhere, Ice Water is the best thing come out of that because I love the beat for that. I love Ghostface versing it. I love Capadonna versing that. I love Raekwon versing it too, especially when he do the whole bleach their eye kind of thing. And then
Yeah.
Biggie kind of clapped back at him with kicking the door, which was just as friggin' amazing.
Yeah.
He clapped back and record, what I mean? That was cool, right? So, yeah. All right, so let's get to Ready to Die. So track one is the intro, and this kind of sonically sets up, the world of Biggie. We when he was born in 1972. But I remember in the OG edition of the album itself, it had a Marvin Gaye sample. That was for a song that came out apparently in 1977, which is kind of funny because the
Yeah.
track that they used, the original one, is Superfly, which came out in 1972, which was the same year that Biggie was born in, right? So um, I love the how it just all starts up where he Diddy as he dies like come on push, yeah, like I love that, right? The arguments you hear this mom who of course is Lil Kim, but what I mean it's just this heated argument between the mother and father. The father I believe left when he was two. Yeah, he left when Biggie was 2 years old, and you're hearing rappers delight in the background. Then you have 87 when you hear Audio 2's Top Billing. And it's just
Mm.
basically Biggie and his friend on that train is like, yo, niggas don't never rob any train, man. It's like, do this, you dead broke, man. My mom also give me shit. We gotta rob this train, man. And it's, I was like, the first time I heard it, it just kind of took me back to like, oh shit, dude, this is like real intense there. But
Uh,
the whole thing. Well, all right. Before I get to my thoughts on it, and then it ends with him being released from jail, and you hear Snoop Dogg's the shiznit, right? And I
yeah,
was like, look, listening to it now, I was saying to myself, well, how you could see this man was, against West Coast. I mean, he actually kind of incorporated them into his album, even though what he was trying to say is that was when well,
Chief
when G
doggy
Funk,
style,
that's
yeah.
so, yeah, when Doggy Style and the Chronic were big albums back then, you know what I mean? So it was like the influence of West Coast, how big they were at
At
that
that
time. You know what I
time,
mean?
yeah.
So you just kind of
Mm,
show respect to them. So you can't come and say, oh, he just do like West Coast music. That makes no sense, right? But overall, I love this intro here because it's it sets up the whole kind of cinematic vibe that you would get later on with Life After Death. And also I'd say too, just as an intro, and not for the feet of heart, just because of the content of it, but I like that it just kind of sets up this kind of dark, grimy tone, which, of
yeah.
course, follows through with the rest of the album there. So,
Like when the
intro,
guy tell him, "You be back,"
yeah,
I'll,
you be back. It's like, yo,
I,
niggas always come
I,
back. It's like, oh man, I got
I'll
big plans.
never come back
Yeah, I
here.
got big plans. You know what I mean? So anything else you want to weigh in on the intro?
Basically that intro. That's all it is. Intro.
Yeah, it's
Not
the
too
intro,
much.
but I still listen to it. I don't skip it at all. I
Yeah, I
really
don't skip it. Yeah, I don't skip it.
right. So the next track we have is Things Done Change, right? And once again, speaking of Chronic, he takes a line from Dr. Dre's section in Little Ghetto Boy, still one of my favorite songs off that album, and uses that as a hook. And you're hearing this really like, I don't want to say depressing, but very downcast kind of string assisted beat. Daniel Scott did the beat basically, and he just cut like Biggie just kind of contrasted the happiness like when he was growing up, the barbecues, hanging out on the avenue, and then talk about, well, turn your pages tonight, that three niggas getting smoked G, believe me, you know what I mean? He just goes into detail about how easy it is to lose your life in the hundred.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines is where he say, "A stupid motherfucker want to try to use kung fu." Instead of back there, he tried
Then you got
scrapping
dropping,
slugs in his
drops in the
back, and that's
back,
what the fuck
what
happens.
happens?
I
Yeah.
love that. You know what I mean? Because yeah, you kind of want to fight back though. You know what I mean? You want to throw fists, you want to throw your feet. Then no, I'm not gonna pull out a gun, boom, and that's it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a sad truth. It's a really harsh reality, but it's something that yeah we had to kind of accept, even though we might be from that environment. But
Yeah.
what he's saying basically is that yeah, that existed, that does, or I should say, it does exist. You know what I mean? And especially where he was from, yeah, it happened. You know what I mean? So it sounds to some people it might be kind of hard to believe, but it's like yeah, this is the truth though. I just love how blunt he was about it, how honest he was about it, and yeah, I just really love this song. What are your thoughts on Things Unchanged?
Um, the best way to kick off the album, one time, boom in your face, grime. Um, some of the lines them were like real funny, like every coming to the break to make sure the line and commotion in the
The
motherfucking fake.
motherfucking
Yeah.
fake, like I love that.
Like
Yeah,
yo, yeah, you doesn't have me here, yeah. So
yeah,
like it just he just coming into that whole thing and just say like a grime. This album is just grimy, dark and grime. You ain't getting no happy, joy, Rasta
yeah,
beats and African thing here. They just grime.
exactly. Yeah. All right, so the next track is "Give Me the Loot Boy," and right there the title just says it all. And what I like about this too is that he basically like challenged the, I would say, psychoses, right, of these stick-up kids, right, and he played both of them there, this kind of back and forth kind of manner, right, and just like in the intro, they just desperate. It's like, dude, we had to get this money, G, you know what I mean? So they just gotta do what it is they're gonna do. Now I
Yeah.
wasn't like the first time I heard, I was like kind of freaked out a little bit by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But over the years, I really grew to, I really got into it though, and like again, one of my favorite songs. And I want to see this too. It actually have this kind of wicked sense of humor to it too, though. Um,
A dark sense of humor.
a really dark sense of humor. And it gets it too with the back and forth manner, there, especially when Biggie's be playing this kind of high pitched kind of character, this motherfucking right. "Hey, my fucking daughter died in the fat." You know what I mean? We have one line that I love where he says, "Oh gosh, you ain't got to explain shit. I've been running motherfuckers into slave ships." Like when
Yeah,
I hear that, I just be laughing, but you know what I mean? So I love about that. It's kind of weird though that they censor two words, pregnant and strangled. You know what I mean? Referring to to robbing and killing women, basically in it,
yeah,
right? And I actually love the end of this too, where basically uh the cops end up running up to them and it's like, dude, a true motherfucker going out for the loot and he had to shoot on basically. I love that. Like that ending just makes it for me in my opinion. So it's a song that I love, especially when I hear the hook. That give me the loot, give me the loot. I just kind
I'm
of
a
smile.
bad boy.
Yeah. Like I don't know, it's over the top, it's violent, but I don't know, but it just worked for me though. Especially the how once again, just how bloody lyrics are, you know what I mean? Just how direct it in your face about how he not afraid to to just rob somebody of the jury. And if they wanna act up, black, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
how raw he was on that track. I love this track. What your thoughts on Give Me the Loot?
That like real funny. That one of my favorite tracks of him ever because like every line in it, like it's still dark humor. I don't laugh at certain lines and people that's watching like you ain't nothing to laugh at.
You know?
That like real messed up. Like go get your man, bitch. He could get robbed. Like yeah, you take somebody shit and you're telling them to go and get somebody. Like all of that, like the way how he doing and the way how he doing both personalities and having the conversation between both and flipping it. Well, make track A class.
Indeed, indeed. All right,
Yeah,
so next track we have is what about all time favorite songs from Biggie, Machine Gun Funk, right? So after we hear Biggie coughing off of some chronic smoke, so once again he had to
like
rep the West
like
Coast,
dying.
like
That cough was like he lungs got the
like
body.
man, it's chronic boy, and the man snorted all that kind of stuff, right? Um, First off, the beat for this, right? Easy Mo B, legend.
Yeah,
Love this beat. I love how funky it is. I love the head nod beat. I love that. I love that, right? The hook though, I love, and it only took
rocker.
my like from Lord to the Underground is only like after like a few years afterwards, like, oh, Chief Rocker, that's the name of the song. That I live for the fuck, I die for the
Yeah,
fuck. When they play it on this beat though, it's like just nodding my head, like I'm going mad, right? And basically it's Biggie talking about, well, his transition from from the crack game basically to being a rapper, right? But at the same time, he always have to keep your eyes open. You always have to look out, for the jealous ass crackers in the blue suits, whoever it is. I know we just always kind of looking behind to see, just for the haters and whatnot, right? So that's basically the theme of it. And it just have so much great bars in this. Like I
yeah,
love
for real.
used to sell crack so I could stack my riches. Now I pack gats to stop all the stitches from staying in my business. What is this? I love that. And last thing I'll say though before I forget, the remix, the DJ Premier remix. Whew,
Yeah,
that
funky.
beat, that beat. It's simple, but at the same time, it's like, dog. This is why I fuck with DJ Premier Jet. Just that boom, boom. Like I just
Premier
love,
does do
love,
some
love
stuff
that beat.
sometimes, eh?
Huh?
Premier does do some stuff sometimes. We'll get down to Premier later down in the
Yes,
album.
yes, yes. We will, we
But
will, we will. But yeah.
Premier does do
So
some stuff sometimes.
yeah, so yes, I love both the original and the remix for this. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the remix because you hear blue suits in it, you don't hear the wow wow on it, you know what I mean, the
Yeah.
siren. Which I always find was weird the first time I heard it on the album. But yeah, remix works, but yeah, as a whole, Machine Gun Funk, I love this track. What's your thoughts on Machine Gun Funk?
This was like a real dope song. Fun fact, this was like me and my nephew inside joke in school. Like, if he passed in my class, he'll go like, "So you wanna be hardcore?"
With your
And
head
I just,
back,
yeah,
looking
I
for the
can just
ghetto
answer
rap.
the other part. That was me inside joke in school, but more or less, I like how much you like that song. Biggie spit like a real game on the track. We're like a real. Um, it have down to the end that with the helicopter has yeah. I can't remember it off my head right now, but
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
part, yeah. Hit the motherfuckers like Ike Turner.
Yeah, boy.
What's
What's
love
love
got?
got to do?
Yeah, big, yeah, big sure y'all saw it. Yeah, you sure y'all saw this track.
Yeah.
This track was just he basically showing off his rapping skills, basically.
Yes, 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 yes. All right. So next track we have, um, this is right off the bat, should be in anybody's top five of Biggie songs ever.
Yeah.
Warning. This has one of the best opening lines ever in music history. Who the
Mm.
fuck is this? Speech me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack a
Crack
dawn
it
in.
down.
Now I'm
Now
yawning.
you're on.
That alone though is like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, you get my attention. Like the beat in itself work, but then as he come with that line, it was like, all right, now we're in trend. And what I love about this song, like at first, like when you're young, when you hear it, it's like, all right, he just kind of flexing, he just kind of talking about, oh well, this guy want to rob me, you know what I mean? So it's like there's gonna be some one of my favorite lines. There's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing if my burglar alarm starts ringing, and then from there it's just like, dog, when if anybody try to come and try to touch me, Trent, you know what I mean? I have guns, you know what I mean? I have
Yeah.
artillery, you know what I
I'm
mean?
out.
But
Shoot.
I love how it all starts up the way talking about what he friend who's in the gambling spot warned him about some fellas that he knew from back then. You know me. Well, sorry, when Biggie was clocking by the figures, all of a sudden he blew up like nitro, and you want to stick the the knife through your windpipe slow. You know what I mean? Just that though, and it's over the years that I really started to understand kind of like what the point of the song is, though. It's just basically the paranoia. It's just really about paranoia. It's just basically about this guy who make it right, but still
Yeah.
once again had to look over his shoulder, and then well,
Because men will
case is
take
like
what
yeah,
you have, yeah. Men will
yeah.
take what you have.
And now you actually have people literally going to come break inside your house fit there.
Yeah.
Or it's going to happen because remember it's a phone call that's it's like, well, hey, if them show up, yeah, I ready, because I have a
Yeah, I
theory.
think,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I think,
I ready,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care. And last I want to say though, I love the outro for this though. Which is just basically I assume the Krakens because of the way how they talk, but it's basically Diddy just playing these two guys who try to sneak into, break inside the
The
bad house.
girls.
It's like, you sure this man is Biggie Smalls crib, man? Yeah, sure, motherfucker, come on.
Mhm.
I love how it just goes on like,
You,
fuck,
you got a
this got to
red
be
dot
this
on your head.
motherfucker's head, man. Oh shit, what's that red dot on your head, man? What red dot? Oh shit, you got a red dot on your head too. Oh shit! And then you hear that dome dome. That's it.
Yeah,
And the
that
song,
that
you hear
funny.
crickets. I love this production wise, beat wise, lyric wise. That outro, I just love this song. This is like I said, this should be in top five though of best Biggie songs ever recorded. Agree or disagree?
Same. Yeah, I agree. One the sample that they use that walk on by sample
Yes,
Isaac
from
is
Isaac Hayes, love that.
yeah.
That
You
bow,
can
wow, 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 love that. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, the song, this original good Biggie sample of it is good. Um, Next thing that I didn't know until I had a little suspicion, but later on it was confirmed. The dude that you were talking about, that shout out to Lil Fame from MOP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 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 my nigga Fame from a prospect. Yeah, that ain't Lil Fame from MOP.
Wow. Okay, I should have known that. I should have known that. Wow. Shame they never did that track together. I would have loved to hear
Yeah, I would
Biggie
have
and
liked to
MOP
hear
tracks.
Biggie, yeah, MOP and Biggie. Yeah, that would have been too. With Premier on the beats. Lord have
Yes,
mercy.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so it was like again Biggie flexing the muscles with storytelling now. Again. And just
Yeah,
giving you the whole rundown of boy, I am not going through this with these fellas.
yeah, exactly. Oh,
Like
and before I forget, it have like one of the best endings of a rap song. That hold up, I heard somebody coming.
yeah, and
Excellent,
the track
excellent,
just went
excellent.
quiet. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So like it just again, prime example of why this man should be rated as the best, not as one of the best, because just the first set of lines, the way how he rap and he was rhyming words with in a bar. Ben can do that. He was rhyming too. He was doing basically what Rakim used to do in the middle of Iba. He start off his stuff with it with who the fuck is this and he just
Yeah,
doing right. Then when he bust up, I make the middle word and the ending word is gone right. There's schemes. The man had schemes at the time that he was flipping on people and stuff. Yeah, like
right.
the again, this is a prime example, and everybody should just have this track on the playlist as
I,
one of
I, I
what
do. I do.
yeah on the one of the playlists. And if they're making a list, this should be on the list of top 50 best hip hop songs ever.
Agreed. Totally agree. All right, so the next track we have is the title track, Ready to Die. And here's the thing, right? So the original version, I assume, right? The instrumental for that is okay, right? The jazziness, the that's fine too, but the beat that Easy Moby does for this one here, I love. I totally love. I love how the organ in it sounds like this kind of
Oh,
funeral kind of beat though. This do, and then the
I'm
scratching when you
ready.
hear it,
Yeah,
you know that I'm ready.
yeah,
Like every time
yeah,
I
I'm
hear
ready.
that scratch though, the first set of scratching, eyes go crazy. That I'm ready. Like I love that, right?
Yeah.
Um, but speaking of funeral, what I like about this track though is like, you know, like when you're thinking about it, it's like, whose funeral is it though? I mean, is it for the person that Biggie threatened to kill? Is it, or is it him? Is it Biggie himself? Because he kind of comes off like, dude, what if? Why are you ready to go? You know, when, you know what I mean? Yeah, I ready to go. You know what I mean? Fuck the world, fuck my mom's, I'm my girl. You know what I mean?
My life is
If I
playing
go,
out
yeah,
like a
which is one of
Jericho.
the which is one of the harshest lines I ever hear he spit. Dread. Like
Yeah.
the first time I heard, I was shocked. Right? Like, dude, dude, dude. You know what I mean? But what I like here is though he just kind of reflected on his past. Basically, as a stick-up kid, you know, he says, as I sit back and look when I used to be a crook, doing whatever it took from snatching cheese to pocketbooks.
Yeah.
I love what he says, shit is real and hungry is how I feel. I rob and steal because that money got that whip appeal. Like
Again,
that shit to just hard
scheme again,
scheme. But
scheme.
yeah. I just hit you hard to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the coldest, grimiest songs on the album. Just that beat alone. Even Diddy contribution to it as well too. I like as well. Where it's like, yeah, we gonna kill your ass, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Uh-huh.
gonna make you suffer for a while, man. You know what I mean?
Um, what did he was doing? Capo talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Capo talk.
Exactly. Yeah. So love this track. Anything you want to weigh in on Ray today?
Same thing here. The, compared to the rest of the tracks, the while they say like track placement does play a lot. Like all the tracks, it was grimy, but it wasn't murky. And after them do like after the two dudes get shooting the skit, you just hear that organ start to play and things
Yes.
start to get dark. And yeah, and did he talking that shit about killing people and yeah, we gonna kill your ass.
Yeah, yeah,
and and the whole album just get dark and I just see the scratches up. I'm ready. As I
yeah,
grab the Glock, yeah, and the beat just
yeah.
get
Put it in and
dark.
like,
Yeah, but we get dark and the album itself, the tone of the album turn. So like, again, good track placement and dope track, real dope track.
right. So next track we have is One More Chance. Um, and after intro is just basically this answer machine and all these girls, you know, try to reach out to Biggie, which as let's slide because I just love the drums in the background.
Doop, doop,
Uh,
boop, doop,
yeah,
boop,
do
doop,
do
bop.
do and do, right. So to me, what I love about this song, Trent, is like it's so explicit and so like nasty, Trent. But the way how Biggie raps over it, though, just so nonchalant and just so slick with it. You just can't help but just listen to it though. Like as he comes in, when it comes to sex, I'm similar to the thriller in Manila. Honey's call me bigger the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. It's
Uh,
like, all right, already in. Yes, it's about him talking about sex and his prowess, and you know what I mean. That's what the whole song is about, Dren. But like the way how he rhymes over it, though, it just so mischievous in the same time too. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
just like, yeah, boy, like you just kind of picture this guy rapping and rapping while they hear this all these like I say once again, this explicit lyrics there, all up in your face too.
yeah,
I love the hook, which was done by Total. You know, I love the beat itself, which samples the Baj's "All This Love." Still one of my favorite songs from the Baj. That do 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 right.
yeah.
In the original version, you hear the keyboards more on that, but in this one, they just kind of mix it a little bit more, so you don't really pick up on it all that much. Though. But it's still there. You could tell, right?
Clearance, like they
Yeah,
could get
clearance.
clearance or something.
Right, right,
But
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but as far as a sex track though, this is like probably one of the most NFSW, one of the ballsiest like
yeah,
sex songs I've ever heard, like in general. And of course we have the remix, which I mean if I had to flip and pick between the two, I prefer the remix because of
yeah.
just how laid back and smooth it was. And then well of course the first things first, I Papa Freaks All the Honeys, just how smooth he was on
It
that. That
was,
was
it
that
was,
was basically
it
like
was,
on that
it was
remix
not a
was him.
nasty man song. Yeah, it
Right.
was not a nasty
Yeah,
man song.
that was
It
him
was,
being the player. Like,
yeah,
you know,
that was
the
more pimp
player. But
shit.
in
Yeah,
the original one, he's a pimp dread, or he's just this he's a gigolo basically. That's what he is. He's a
yeah,
gigolo on the original and a player on the remix. That's the best way I could sum it up. But yeah, Big Sex Jam, I can't I fuck with it. I fuck with it. So what are your thoughts on well the original and the remix section?
um, I like both. As I tell people, this is just Biggie version of Talk Like Sex, like from Cool Rap.
Right.
So it nothing new, nothing new, but he do your own flip on it, and it was dope. A viable track, and I say viable,
Yes,
but
yeah,
it,
it is rather viable.
yeah, viable. But the more bump is the remix. The remix is more a bump. You could
Yeah.
you could real jump you could jump to the remix. This one you just had to sit down and you know, but that nasty.
Yeah, man, talking about licking clits a lot, but licking clits had to stop because y'all don't know how to react when the tongue go down below. Every time I say that, it's be like, wow, this is where we go in, Biggie. This is where we go in. All
Yeah,
right.
I said this one is you hire bump and then you hire okay, I buy myself time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and next track. Once again, another tribute to the Chronic when you think about it. Because just like Dr. Dre's The Doctor's Office skits, we have Fuck Me, the interlude, right?
Yeah.
Where I don't know, to this day, I assume it's Lil Kim playing Lil Kim, basically getting fucked from Biggie, and it's just her just doing this ridiculous dirty talk. And that is it. That's all I have to say. Basically, just like the
That
Doctor's Office, is one of those tracks that I really don't care for. I skip it. I move on.
basically
If I just want to just have a dumb smile on my face, I just
yeah,
listen
let
to
it
it.
play. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's let it play. But like it's Jodeci played in the background,
I had a
and
mind it was Devil. Like I was
yeah,
always trying to pick up who it was, but I was like, this could be Jodeci or like I was thinking it was some group within Bad Boy itself, like 112, but I don't think 112 was
around that time now.
right. Yeah.
It wasn't one to Jodeci, yeah, Jodeci feeding, and as I say, babies was being made to Jodeci in the 90s. So
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Right. So next track we have, this is personally one of my favorite songs on the album, hands down. The What, featuring Method Man. This is the only rap collabo on this. One of the best collabos Biggie ever
this
do in
this
his
was not
life.
no
Ever.
collab. This was not a collab. This was basically a battle on track.
Really?
Two of them shine each other.
Okay.
That's why the tracks go so there because
Right, right, right.
big spit and then how Met spit like he like yo you ain't got shit on me today man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah. And on the subject of that, boy, if I had to pick a winner, I say Metro. I think Met. If it was like a literal battle, I find Met bars was like fantastic. Was fantastic too.
you ain't
Um,
believe Met say that how big say he smoke him and all.
dude, but it just like the line that I love from him is where he says, step inside the ring using number one contender, looking cool, booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching, button up your lippin'. From method only getting this a can of ass whipping. When I hear that, I be like, okay, okay, all right, you win. You win that. You win that. You win that. But just his delivery on that, though, I love though. But Biggie's one is great as well too. You know what I mean? I used to get feels on the bitch. That would throw shields on the dick. You know what I mean? Like I love that, right? And but to me, what really makes this song work though is the beat though. Easy will be produced it. It has this like real nice nocturnal distant how murky is that toot 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 toot. Like I just love that. I could just kind of vibe to that beat alone. I wish that I one of these days I should actually look for the instrumental. Like, cause I collect instrumentals as well too. I just wanna
uh,
just vibe to that beat. Though. I just love that beat
um
so much.
what going on well I just follow Easy Mobi on Instagram. He ended up pulling out the SP the day and actually play the beat. And I like, yo, nasty,
Yeah,
nasty.
yeah. I just love that beat though. But yeah, anything else you wanna weigh in on the what?
Again, this was just he a big kind of battle, trying to see who could outshine who, and it worked because they're like, both of them was swinging fists in this track, but just trying to end off each other, and we got a dope track. I can't say who win.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't
Plus,
say
the,
who
the,
win.
the, the the song's so great, Jay, they could even come with a proper title, just the
The
what?
what?
I
Yeah.
don't know, right? What? All right, so next track we have, well, probably the standout cut on the entire album, Juicy. This was the first single from the album. This one really put Biggie into the stratosphere, and it just like cement his status as probably one of with him being one of the greatest MCs ever, Dread.
And
Just off the intro alone, it
with
was
him
all a
doing it,
dream.
kicking and screaming, do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
With him doing it, kicking and screaming because he refused to do that.
yeah, yeah. Because like when you think about it, though, just because he sampled itself juicy fruit, right?
Yeah.
And that's how well R&B-ish it was, right? It was like, but this not this not grimy enough, though. But when them
Yeah.
drums kick in, and then when he started rapping, it's like, but yeah, it is. You know what I mean? It has one of the best opening lines ever. It was all a dream. You know what I mean? That's a timeless intro, in my opinion. And it's just one great memorable bar after the next two, and even if you never wore the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match and you never had
Yeah.
sardines for dinner, you can relate to this one. To me, this is what really makes it so work, is how relatable it is. Like I never had a Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, but I can relate to when he said when I was dead broke man I couldn't picture this,
Picture
you know what I mean?
this.
And it's just the come up story. I just love to hear it, you know what I mean? I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was used to packing gats and stuff, you know what I mean? And it just
Yeah.
had this sort of feel good vibe to it, even though he was just basically talking down against, well, the haters and those who would doubt him, you know what I mean? So it's triumphant, it's upbeat. It is still, it's not grimy, but it feels very organic though. It really feels like, it's like a hood anthem basically, right? And I don't know why. Oh yes, and of course the music video, which I love as well. Yeah, I just love this song. This song works for me. And yes, once again, this is another track that should be on anybody's like top five, Biggie tracks like ever. Anything you want to say on Juicy?
Um, some track he negotiate this track for no. Some real grimy track on the album. He tell Puffy if he do this track, he had to let that track go on the album. I can't remember the name of the track,
Right.
but it was a give and take. So he did the track again, rebelling against doing it because people gonna laugh at me if I do this. People gonna laugh at me. They're gonna say I soft. And
Yeah.
big and Puff tell him what hey, we need something to sell, push numbers. No.
Of course.
Nobody else,
Yeah.
yeah, nobody else want to hear you shooting up the place all the time. No.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, but what you thought? What do you think about Juicy in general?
you
Is it a
see
song you
itself.
love, or is it just a song you
Um,
just kind of acknowledge as well? This is part of Biggie's,
legacy
yeah.
in like my favorite big, but
Same
I
here, same here,
appreciate.
same here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It for me it was nothing wrong with it or nothing. It just like Big know why he didn't want to do it. It was real. No big production went into this. Them just take the instrumental and pay for it. Yeah, Biggie didn't want to do the track because it just instrumental puffy here and like yo this jiggy this vibey and just straight on big.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a radio song.
yeah, in a radio song. Yeah. So, but as I tell people, Big squeeze juice out of that stone because he didn't want to do it and that was the biggest track off of the album. So it
Yeah,
had some.
indeed it was. Indeed it
Yeah,
was.
he had something there. As I say, that song should be real high on your big list
Of course, yeah.
and in your hip hop list. It
Yeah,
should be
yeah, yeah,
very high
definitely.
in the hip hop list because, as I say, just the story of somebody coming from nothing
Yeah.
and just taking a look back.
All right, so next track we have is Everyday Struggle. Um, I actually love the beat for this though. It's because of how I don't know, just how melancholy it sounds. That do. Yeah,
Yeah,
like something about that just so I don't want to say catchy, but it just is an earworm basically. It gets into you, it
that
puts
is
you
it.
into the mood of the song when the drums come in.
Nah,
I know
the drums were them the
that
kaka 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 kaka.
yeah, that I don't want to
Yeah,
live no more. Like when it comes into it's like, yeah, well, I'm feeling this. And basically it's Biggie kind of reflecting on his past, you know what I mean, in the drug game. And just kind of emphasizing with those who sympathizing basically with those who still in it. You know what I mean? Where he says, I know how it feels to wake up fucked up, pockets broke as hell, and then a rock to sell. You know what I mean? Like, and then he goes in and talk about people look at you like you're a loser, selling drugs to all the losers. You know what I mean? So he talking about it basically from people who in it, and how people, how the outside world see these people there. They don't understand that it is about the struggle. It is about, like how he says, but they don't know about the stressful, the maybe on the way Mad Mills to pay, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And talk about sequencing for a bit. I love how it shows up right after Juicy does. So
yeah,
so Juicy is like, the American dream, and well, everyday struggle is like the reality, you know what I mean? So I love that.
yeah,
So blunt, even in the second and third verse where he does a little storytelling here there, but
yeah.
it's the point is still there though. It's just hard out there, you know what I mean, basically, and not that many people know about it or want to know about it. So still one of my favorite cuts of the album. I really, really love this track. What about you?
One of my favorite songs off of the album as well. Just the hook. I don't wanna live no more. Sometimes I see
That's
death
a,
now.
that's a
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
knocking on my front door.
That
Yeah,
like, yo, he stayed in the same vein what the album is about too now.
yeah.
And the story that he tell with uh, they call him two texts, he told two texts. Somebody gets busted like the
But
X
he's
who's
like,
next.
yeah, you said Axel's next.
Yeah, all of that whole storytelling with that, and then he again see him write his schemes with a her tech godmother and I talking that I've heard of. Yeah, like yo,
Yeah,
big.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, totally love this song. So
Yeah, love it.
next track we have is Me and My Bitch, which to me still remains actually one of the most I would say one of the best hip hop love songs, but I would say one of the most complex ones out there. Because reason being is that Cool G, I Need Love, he's just talking to some pretty chick, like, yo, when I look at my room, four walls, all that kind of stuff, right? It's not that. It's basically the Rhino Die take no
Hood,
shit from nobody
yeah,
gangster
hood
bitch
love.
girlfriend. That's what he talking about, right? And what I love about this song though, like all right, so let me just get lyrics out of the way. Lyrics work. I love how he sets up this relationship. You know what I mean? The man so in love with her is like, he suck on her daddy's dick, that kind of
That
stuff.
little, yeah, that little pause moment, but
Yeah, that little pause moment, but
you know,
and I love how the story develops, where it's like they have the little fights, they have the little disagreements, but what I mean, and then we ride together, die together, what I mean, that kind of stuff, right? And then, well, the last verse, where unfortunately she dies, right? You know what I mean? Well, she gets shot, she gets killed basically, right? And it's that kind of body and Clyde thing that really makes it work, though. But what I love, though, well, to me, the secret sauce behind this whole song is the beat.
yeah,
The original beat that is fine. Once again, it's one of those beats that okay, it has this kind of jazzy vibe to it. But this one that we hear on the album, though, especially with the strings in it, though, sorry, with the violins, boy, and how mournful they all the sound is. To me, how it sounds like is like it just kind of sets it up like this relationship not gonna last, at all. They could be in love,
mm,
they could hold on to it, but it's not gonna last because of the lifestyle that they live in there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's just set up from the very beginning. And something else that I noticed, like years after I was listening to it, is the little interludes with Diddy and this girl talking, right? And they talk about, yo, when you ride for me, why you take so long to answer the question, right? You know what I mean?
yeah,
I thinking, oh well, she kind of submitted to him that like he in control her, but like in the well in the before the third verse where she says, if I ever see you, with somebody else, I'll cut your dick off. It's like,
yeah,
oh, she have control of this. I love that. So it's not a toxic relationship, but it's one that it could end just at the drop of a dime, though, you know what I mean? But there's something about them. They still hold on together, and it's either that they would have mash up because of some shippiness, or well, one of them lose their life, which is what happened, right? I love the last line where he says, you know what I mean? Well, I know it was meant for me. They figured they get to the ones closest to me, and when I find them, their life is to an end. They kill my best friend.
yeah.
Like you could not end that song anymore
Mm,
blunter. Sorry,
mm,
that's just such a powerful way to end that song. Just full stop, direct, the end.
mm,
That's it right there. See no more. So yeah, this is probably one of the best hip hop love songs like
mm.
ever in my opinion. Like it's very unconventional, but I think it works. Just the beat
Yeah.
really makes it work for me. So what are your thoughts on that track?
Again, same thing. They like straight up ghetto love. Straight up
Yeah, and
ghetto
it's
love.
something you would understand. If you know anybody who going through this or you
Yeah,
never went through it, you
yeah.
would get it. That's what it is. I
Yeah.
love that about this song.
As that and again, mine as I say, minus the pause moment. It's a real dope song. A real dope song. Basically, he break it down. Basically, she was a girl friend and partner in crime.
Yes, yes.
We do it. We everything we is everything to each other in that line. And yeah, as I say, best storytelling again. Best storytelling again. As you say, like with the ending, how they come and they shoot she, they was trying to kill he and they end up shooting she. Like, yo, tell Mac, good storytelling. Dude, that's on point.
Right, exactly. So next track we have is the second single for the album, Big Papa. Um, and this to me is one of those tracks that it's just like near impossible to hate though. That beat alone, you know what I mean, with samples, of course, the Isley Brothers between the
Shoot.
sheets,
Yeah,
but they have
between
this
she.
kind of like G funk kind of sit light to that
Mm,
like you know what I mean. There's something about that, dude. Just make it even more infectious in my opinion. And it's just Biggie just being braggadocious, we just one braggy line after the next to like I got more back than Craig got in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
I
love how he played out, how it's represented in the video. Like I'll never forget, the Busta Rhymes cameo
yeah.
where
When he
he trying
called
to
me
track the girl and he
yeah,
just he just come and sneak
puff
sneak
freaking
it from
Buster
behind.
girl. Yeah,
Yeah,
puff Buster girl.
of course, seeing Diddy and Diddy in the battle with the chicks too. You always remember that being in the club, when he had the chorus and he had throw your hands in the air if you a true player. Just love, 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 love. Like I say, it's one of those songs like it's just hard for you to hate you. Like you ain't like even if you don't care for the beat, the at least the lyrics, so you know the lyrics, you remember them. So yeah, this is a
You
classic,
had to
my
love.
opinion.
It's kind of way you can hate anything on this track, but you gotta be like
Exactly.
soulless or something. I
Yeah,
mean,
it,
they
it,
hit
it
them.
just tailor made to be love trend. It is tailor made to be love trend. I'm sorry. No way you could hate this song. So yeah, I love this track.
Only thing that I don't know why Puffy do that. Like, he end up you they use that in some freaking Taco Bell commercial. That was real lame.
Serious.
Yeah, but they use Big Papa and the person they're talking in Spanish. But again, I know the thing. I know some Spanish, and I like yo. Why did you have Big Papa in that Taco Bell commercial? Yo, that kind of that L.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, this song is impossible to hate. And in that airroom, you could just hear that beat and then hold it in your head.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Indeed. All right. So next track we have is Respect featuring Diana King. And the funny thing is because I listened to this album like well I didn't listen when the album came out. I only knew of Diana King from Shy Guy, which was that song from Bad Boys, well the soundtrack.
Well, look,
That
now
was my
enlightening me,
introduction to
yes.
her. Yeah, that was my introduction to her, right?
Look,
Uh,
enlightening me that and I know it wasn't thing. It was she after a while, but like when we are listening to the album, I'm like, yo, that Pacho, that was song like Pacho.
oh yeah, because
Yo, we
Chris
thought it
Patra
was
was big
Pacho.
and especially with her kind of crossover appeal that she had as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
he being Jamaican too, now.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
of Jamaican heritage. I'm not saying he's
Yeah,
Jamaican of Jamaican
right.
heritage, but
And
so
yeah,
now I like yo that Pacha. He had Pacha in the track.
yeah,
And
and I actually like that the King's hook on this. I love at the very end the coda that she does. The have mercy, the gunman in
yeah,
at the party sounds very much like her hook from Shy Guy. That
yeah,
when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's the same chick. Oh, okay, 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 right. And basically on this beat, sorry, on this song, respect, basically, Biggie just giving us a three verse account of his life, his incarceration, and his career as a rapper, right? I love the intro. Well, the first when you talk about 1970 something. You talk about how he 10 months in his gut. You know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. And
yeah.
real making it out like him being born was like this great escape kind of scenario. You know what I mean? I love that. You know what I mean? I love when I made it out of making bad. Joy the doc said he's gonna be a bad boy. You know what I mean? I love that, right? Um, second and third verse work as well. I love the third verse as well too, how it kind of brings things full circle. You know what I mean? Like he has a second chance at life. He's not gonna mess it up at all. You know what I mean? And while the beat itself is not one of my favorites, it is a banger though. That's just that
Yeah,
like I love that. It's
that
simple, but it's a
it's
banger.
just
It's
a loop.
just
Yeah,
so
it's just a loop. It's just a normal loop. What is the sample?
it is
Casey
I
and the
get lifted.
Sunshine Band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get lifted from Casey and the Sunshine Band. Right, right. Yeah, so it's not one of my favorite songs from Biggie ever, but on the album, I love this. I love this song. So, what's your thoughts on Respect?
in to me, it's not a bad song. Eh? It's not a bad song. But I have my days. I will listen it some days. Most days I will skip that because my favorite song coming up after. So
Oh,
I
oh, immediately after or after?
like immediately after my favorite song coming up.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, this could be kind of funny because the song after that, but we'll get to that, right? So, now we get to a friend of mine, right?
Yeah, they
Oh,
might.
I never forget the intro. Well, there's the skit that they do. Just basically, Biggie trying to get ahead, and it's like, oh, I never did this before, man. Just give it a little peck there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But Just the sound effect and the sloppiness there, and how it
Yeah,
goes into the beat. The beat, by the way, I love this beat though. It's very West Coast in my opinion. Just the and then you hear the boom, which I always forget the sample from, but it's just what a popular sample. The sentiment of the song I really like though. It's one of those songs I can just kind of have this dumb grin on my face because of
same
how
here. Now
what
I
he's
like
going
it.
into. And just basically Biggie just talking about just the girls he don't like, the bitches that he don't like that. I
Yeah,
just going in like, dude, this is why you see, this is why I don't trust these hoes. This is why, boy. This is why, Jen, you know what I mean? And he just going in, boy. I love the like in the last verse where you talk about and she gives head better than you.
yeah.
Like this whole
The best
once
will
again,
come like a
just no
rash. I'm
filter.
glad I mashed your nasty ass.
Yeah, just no filter in it though. I love how he talking about how he mentioned Fred D Rock. Like in the beginning where he talk about like you be a bitch, fuck a bitch, next time you fuck a bitch, just cuss
Yeah.
up cold shit. And then he had a little kid in the background like cussing him out. Like I don't know, every time I just the beat of the too, this just have me smiling though. And then when the hook come in,
You
you
know
know
that
that
ain't
right,
right.
we're the friend of mine. I just
Yeah.
laugh at this dude. There's something about this that's so funny. But yeah, this
But
is your favorite song of the
yeah, they're
album.
my favorite song on the album because it piss people off when I play the song and singing it to them. Because everybody that I know that like this album, they'll say like, yo, they my least favorite song. I like, you crazy, the song funny.
Yeah,
Funny
a
and
catchy
bumps.
way. Yeah,
It catchy.
what's that beat coming is like yo.
it, it thing and it have enough insults that you could really tell somebody in real life.
Yeah,
So why you
exactly.
don't why are you hate the song? Them just listen be on my kid. Why I don't know why you don't listen to the song, the bad song coming up after. Like, yeah, or you can wait for that song. I want to hear this.
Yeah. And speaking of that though, well,
Hmm?
sorry to see this, Jay, but this to me is the best song on the album. Unbelievable. I know why
Uh
it's the best song on the album. Two reasons.
Premiere?
One, that's a one. Biggie's verses. The lines on this from top to bottom, perfect.
Yeah.
And two, you nail it on the head. You hit
Premiere.
nail the head. Sorry, that beat to that DJ Premier coming by. I
Bum
don't have a
bum
story.
bum
Well, yeah.
bum.
What happened though? Well, just reading here. So literally, they ran out of money on for the budget for the album, there, and Biggie literally had to beg Premier for a beat, and Primo took him to the studio and just create this beat right in front of him, Jed. And well, for the hook, there, Biggie wanted to use R. Kelly's hit, which was "Your Body's Calling," right? That
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. But I think what had happened is that the end of game, did he end up doing that? End up doing it there. He ended
Nah,
up saying that it's unbelievable. If
the
uh,
use sample, the use sample.
oh, okay, okay. I always
Yeah.
swore it was. Every time I hear it, I was thinking it was big. Sorry, did you did it though?
Now they get
Yeah.
that sample clear.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. And then, well, once Premiere finished with the beat, Biggie went to the booth. He didn't have no lyrics written down, and he just start off. Live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one, represent
Represent the
BK to the
BK.
fullest.
Wrapped up a little. Yeah.
Just, dude, it's just that marriage of solid bars, right, with just a beat that do do, and then it gets even better. The end of
With
the
the
second verse,
scratches.
we hear
Now with the
that
scratches. See the
and
scratches?
then the scratches in the hook though. Wow, okay, that it's football. Biggie Small is the illest. I love that, right? And like I said, just so much rhymes in this I love. Like, and those that rushes my clutches get put on crutches, get smoked like Duchess from the master. Hate to blast here, but I have to. Like, yo, just so much quotables in this though. So yes, sorry, I know friend of mine is your favorite track, but for me,
Yeah.
this is best song of the album. Bar none. So tell me how wrong I am.
Nah, you're not wrong. It's a good song. It's a damn good song. Just my reasons why I like this song, but I don't like it much because I hear it too much. That is, I heard too much. This was like my nephew' favorite track on the whole album. Like as it done, he just press and repeat. Yeah. So I heard it too much. That's why I don't have much passion for it.
All right. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. I understand that's a legit enough reason. And now we have the final track now, which is "Suicidal Thoughts," right? So a little history with this, right? Some years ago, I got into the music of Mr. Miles Davis, right?
Yeah.
Great jazz icon. Love his music, love his style and whatnot. And I was listening to one of the albums called the Complete Bitches Brew Sessions, right? Which is based off the
Bitches
classic
brew.
album, Bitches
Yeah.
Brew. Love that, right? And there's a 21-minute track, right, called Lonely Fire, right? And I just listened to it normal, normal, normal. And then I just hear doom, doom,
Ooh,
doom, doom.
beep.
And then it's like 3 to 4 seconds of that trend. And I don't know how it happened, but Mr.
It is.
Producer decided, sorry, Lord Finesse, the great
Yeah.
Lord Finesse, take that 3 seconds, Red, put on a loop, put a bunch of bells, well, not even bells and whistles, Red. This thing is just
You put
cold. Just,
you
yeah,
put a snare and kicks,
yeah.
and that was the end.
And like every time I hear this, how I just picture the whole scenario play out is like just there's just like the place everything just gets dark, Trent, and everything just get cold and breezy. It's
Yeah.
like almost like just like the last few seconds of your life before you go there. And it like I don't know, like when I hear that beat, I just get chills, right? There's literal chills down my spine when I hear this beat alone, right? And then, well, the scenario of this basically with Diddy being woken up in the middle of the night, get a call from Biggie who just like paranoid, loses his mind, and it's just basically yeah, this is suicidal thoughts there. And then when he comes in with when I die, fucking I want to go to hell because I'm a piece of shit. They had to fucking tell like dog when that comment trend is just like, yo,
This some different
dude,
shit though,
just
yeah.
sit back in your chair, Dread, and
This
just like,
different shit.
yeah, you just breathing slowly, you just taking in
Yeah.
everything, boy. Just how the beat looping, just how intense his words are, and just how it just feels like he just given up, though, you know what I mean? And
Mm.
what make it work too is just Diddy on the other end, like, yo, what you talking about? You know what I mean? What? Come on, talk to me, please. You know what I mean? And it's just this downward spiral basically just
Mm.
being just feeling worthless, you know what I mean? Just feel like he's nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love the at the very well the end of it always like you know matter of fact I'm sick of talking, shoots himself. And just from a production standpoint I just love where you hear the heartbeat, you hear hey yo big, you even
Yeah.
hear the answer machine, you know what I mean, and you just hear doom
Yeah.
doom 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 like that in itself. I just get chills when I hear the song. I really
Mm.
do. But what I love about this track as a whole, though, and to me, this is why I think this is the perfect end to this album. Yes, I know he quote unquote survived, and that's why we had
Yeah.
life after that, right? I get that, but just as an album closer, this works for me, right? And this is the me supporting suicide and seeing suicide as the answer, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that. What I say is like just from a narrative perspective, it's like Biggie
Perfect way
had it
to
all.
end
He
this.
had
Yeah.
everything.
Perfect way to end the
But
story.
yeah, but still is like that wasn't enough for him. It still could not, you know, it was still wasn't enough for him to get rid of just all the personal
Demons.
darkness inside demons, all that kind of stuff. And he just figured the only way to just get to be removed of it is to take his life there. And
Mm.
to me, just theoretically, that is like the perfect end to this album. You know what I mean? I just love it from top to bottom. Top to bottom, sorry. But it's just that beat though, and how I was able to find that sampler.
Mm.
And
I'll tell you
I don't
how
know,
I
I just
find that
blown away
sample.
at how he was able to just take that little piece out of a 21-minute song and just
Yeah.
craft a best
Again,
closing track I've ever heard. Period.
for real. Yo, I find that sample again. Being a producer, digging for samples, listening to music, listening to the same track, and it come up around 9 minutes and something. The loop come up, and I'm like, yo, stop playback.
Stop playback.
what is it? I cut it out and everything. I had looping him until I'm like, yo, think we them get a sample. Yo, good thing I dig in.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
I find out something more or less. Um, the song itself, like the beat. First thing, the beat itself. I and the stuff. Well, the beat itself sound like death. It just songs
yeah. It
like
sounds like
death.
death. Like
Yeah,
this is what death sounds like.
sounds
That is
like
what that
yeah.
beat
They
sounds
were
like.
yeah. That would if that that were death songs like that beat is what death songs like, and people as always say like down to with me and my production, they say like, yo, dog, you don't make that shit. I like, no. Lord Finesse make one of the darkest beats. I
Yeah,
ain't on that level yet. I don't on that level yet. But like as I tell you, just the aura of the song itself, the song that just as I say, the sun just playing a zone, you just be staying, listening to this, and it just getting a cool feeling beat. Just play this like just grasping you for you to know, like, yeah, they the end of this shit here.
yeah,
It
yeah,
had-
yeah.
After this, it have nothing. This is they just basically the end of it all. That beat and that the drums, everything, and then
Yes,
Biggie
way.
just venting. Just that why I watch it like he just venting. Just like Jedi ain't care about nothing, just letting it out. Just vent. And perfect way to end off the album. Don't think like he shooting himself and you hear any heartbeat and it going into like and it will transition into the next album because it was hearing he heartbeat coming back in,
Yeah.
in life after that. So
And on the subject of that though, like like in retrospect, like I understand why they had to continue the album from that point, but still, and it's like when I hear the song, I just like not think of life after that. Like I don't think about the intro to that song, that the previously and ready to die. Like I don't
yeah,
think about that. Like I just think that this is a brand new album, and this is,
same here. Yeah,
you
same
know what I
here.
mean? Like like that's how much I love Suicidal Thoughts, and how I think it's just a perfect closer. Like nothing else, happened after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as I
Yeah,
tell people, wo- that just the mood that song that set make that song just perfect way to end off the album.
yeah, exactly. So, closing thoughts on this. Like I said at the very beginning, this is my fourth favorite album of all time. Um, it took a while for me to really gravitate to it though, and just me learning more about his life, about Biggie's life, and just what led to his untimely passing, which is even more unfortunate when you realize that his murder still hasn't been
It's
solved. You know what I
solid.
mean?
Yeah.
Like still to this day, you know what I mean? I still believe it's just people that Biggie and Diddy knew, and not, oh, it was some cop or Suge organized some hit that this and that could be, I don't know, but I just feel it's somebody close to him, just like with Tupac. I just feel it's somebody close to him do that, and just don't wanna, well, no snitching and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
that's why nobody knows, right? But I don't know if you'll ever see if the identity will ever be revealed. I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, which is kind of ironic. But all that
Yeah.
aside, though, this is still one of the best debut albums like ever of all time, regardless of genre. Um, the flow that he had, the lyricism he had, the storytelling, you know what I mean? It's one of
Yeah.
those things that, just MCs, today and, future MCs should just be like studying, you know what I mean? It's a shame too that, it had you know what I mean? And of course you'll have your little imitators here and there. On the subject of that, I now remember this, I really want to bring this up. I would never forget when a particular artist came out, or a particular artist by the name of Gorilla Black
Yeah.
came out. I think it was like 2004 with a song called was it Compton? I think it
Compton.
is with Beanie Man.
Yeah.
And I swear the first time I hear he started rapping, I thought that was Biggie though.
I thought we get Maggie, but I honestly thought that how the hit we are put the tongue by because like you big alive. They are so big
Yeah.
record. Like,
Yeah, like he recorded before he died or something sort of. Like I thought it was that, and we get Beanie Man. It's like okay, but then it had a line in the second verse where you see something like Eminem. I was like Eminem. You didn't say like M&Ms. Or maybe he
uh,
said M&Ms. I'm not too sure, but I swear he said Eminem. Is like wait, no, you could see Eminem. Like what? You know what I mean? And that's when I actually saw the video. It's like oh shit, this guy okay who's
some other black dude. Yeah, some other big black dude.
yeah, but I swear the way how you rap on that though, well, I know there was another song that he did, but I can't remember what it is right now. But I remember that song in particular was him like real sounding like Biggie J. Like
Dude,
I got
like
confused.
the
I got
whole album. That just man voice way. Like I had the album. Like that
okay,
album, it not great, but the the dude song like Big Joe. He just was not big level of rhyming. But
right.
he that was he get fan curse, yes. When he one album he could have come up with and then he had to find a way, yes.
Yeah. And oh yeah, speaking of gift and curse, well, sorry that you use those words though. We had to mention Jay-Z for a sec though, because yeah, he is one of the well, I don't want to say influenced by because they were rhyming partners. They had an
Yes.
excellent song off of oh gosh, well, Brooklyn's Finest off of Reasonable Doubt, but
I love to do more than you know.
yes, oh yes, and I love to do, which is still one of my favorite songs off of Life After Death. Like I just love that beat. Every time I hear it, I just think like Las Vegas or Manhattan.
Yeah, I
Like
don't think real
you just
flashy shit.
driving through, you just seeing neon lights in this like what I mean, you just in this fancy car. Every time I hear this song though. But why I'm mentioning Jeezy as well too, because he is a guy who after Biggie's death, he has referenced his songs, in referenced his lyrics in his songs, you know what I mean? Like, what more can I say, and doing stuff like that. I know, like, Nas called him out for it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I just saw it as, as he said in that same song, he just paying tribute to his brother, basically. You know what I mean? He's paying respect to a guy who pretty much helped shape his style, you know what I mean? So I love that about that, you know what I mean? So yeah, to me, this album still holds up to this day. I give it this a strong 5 out of 5. Listen to this album before you die. If you
Yeah.
haven't listened to it,
You should.
you
You
should,
should.
unless you just generally do like rap music at all, then yeah. But other than that, though, or if you just do like your hip hop to be grimy and explicit and too
It,
real. If it's too real for you, then yeah, you
listen,
probably
kid, I
wouldn't.
play out Will Smith.
You know what I mean? But still, even if you more prefer the lighter side of hip hop music, there's still a lot to take and enjoy and appreciate from it. From the storytelling to the lyricism to just how deep he went into the subject matter too of these songs here, you know what I mean? So you may not like what it is he rapping about, but is the truth, right? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
yeah, take it for what it is. You know what I mean? And I love that, he had the guts to actually put that out there. You know what I mean? That he managed to do that on two albums, well, two classic albums actually. This one and Life After That. So yeah, I mean not much more I could say. This is the 5 out of 5 album. You need to hear this. You need to if you haven't listened to it already. Any last words already today?
Um, this is like in my top three. There's
Nice, nice,
also
nice.
yeah, because
If
there's
you don't
some
mind me asking, what are your top three along
my
with
top
this?
three. Um, well, this album first, Ready to Die,
Nice, well done, well done. Nice, nice,
yeah,
nice.
Reasonable Doubt, and The Fix.
Oh, Scarface album. Okay.
Yeah.
I love the fix, but I don't know why, but I kinda prefer the diary a little bit more, cause
The,
it was that era of Scarface that just the mindset that he was in then, that grimy kind of vibe, and how he was kind of leading to West Coast a little bit. Something
yeah.
about the diary I love though, but the fix is great. Don't get me wrong, the fix is great, but yeah, continue.
Now, why The Fix so high up on my thing is like again, he was nearly 40 when he put the
Yes, yes.
album. So a mature face and like real game that he spitting on the album too now.
Dude,
So
my block is like is epic. I love that song. That beat.
now
Huh?
like the best track on that whole album is like Heaven.
Yes, yeah, I love that song actually too. Yeah,
Yeah, that like my favorite song. I like you. And guess who's back?
Of
I don't
course, of
know
course, of
why.
course.
I don't know why he and Beanie Siegel never do an album together, because
Yeah,
them
boy.
mesh. Two of them does
Yeah, boy.
mesh well, and an album with two of them would be great.
Yep.
Anyhow, besides that, that my top three.
Right.
Back to Ready to Die. This is basically sta- they standard 90s East Coast rap at its best.
Yes, yes.
Storytelling at its best. Beat selection at its best. Everything on this album was did perfectly. Don't don't as we just tell people, you laying out your album placements, that was on point. Everything feel like it was flowing. So it have no complaints with this album, other than boy, we should just pull some other stuff back for them skits, and the skits
Y-
needed.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it this album again? Same thing as you say, 5 out of 5.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. So with all that being said though, well this is your moment to plug yourself once again. So
Ah,
Doe Boy, where can we find you online? What we can look forward to, if we check you up online and stuff like that. So this is your time to shine.
right. Well, you can find me on Instagram at Good Job Doughboy. Um, we doing my SoundCloud, so my SoundCloud. I changed my name for the SoundCloud because it was a big page. I turned it into that artist page. It will be We Hate Doughboy. Um, um, we have some projects coming out. A reunion, a few reunions with a few people. Um, my well, Matthew asked if I'll be tape, so I'll try to do a beat tape before the year done.
Please
because
do, please do.
because I get some new gear and I'm looking to show off on people. Um, I want to start doing a Twitch with live beat making, but I'll fix up my room with my equipment. So that might be something for you all to be looking at, with me being on Twitch, either playing game or making beats.
All right. Okay, cool, cool, no problem. All right, so on my end, you can find me on Twitter. Just look for Bear Beat Bailey. On Instagram, just look for Bears Beats and Bailey. On Facebook, just look for my name, Match Bailey, along with the Legally Black blog official fan base, where you find the link to this podcast here, as well as the others that I've done with Ricardo Medina, who unfortunately could make it over the past few years, including Retrospect Reviews. And I do have some stuff, lined up, for the next few months. Actually, I might as well just ask you right now. It will be kind of messed up if you say no, but if it's no, actually might feel a little bad, but I might as well tell it one time, right? So as the year is coming to an end, as the decade is coming to an end, I plan on doing my list of top 50 hip hop albums of the past 10 years.
Wow.
I'll just say right off the bat, I have an idea what my number one is gonna be. I'm not gonna say what it is right now, and I have a feeling that it will be many people's number one. That's all I will say. But other than that, though, I do have a list pretty much written out. I just need to re-listen to some of these albums and listen to a few more that I didn't get a chance to. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And just kind of fine tune it. But I know I'm gonna have a blast with that. I really can't wait to share this list with the world. You know what I mean? I can't wait to hear what people say. You know what I mean? Like why you have this particular, album for, or why it is you have all this man albums on your list.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm
It,
gonna
it,
say there's a particular artist who put out roughly 4 to 5, yeah, let me just say 3 to 4 albums. All of them are fire. Um, and yeah, all of them are gonna be on the list. So
wow.
you might call me quote unquote fan or fanboy of this particular
No,
artist.
if you have
But I sorry,
fanboy,
this
you
person
need no
just put out
fanboy if the man do work. That come
That's
like
the thing.
if I
That's the
do it,
thing.
if I do that, it gotta have mad Conway and West Side Gun because they do work.
You know,
That
and
work.
as I say that, you see, like even guys like who, like Conway and West Side Gun, who I kind of introduced myself to quite recently. Now I had to think about which one I really want to play. Boy, God is an awesome God, or
uh,
Tana Talk Tree from
Benny,
Benny the,
yeah.
which by the way have a huge chance of making it to Melissa. And by the way, between you and me, do boy, don't get mad if he in like the lower like well basically
I
46 to
again
50.
in
Don't get
10
mad.
years, in 10 years, in 10 years. So
Exactly. Right. So
talking about that,
I will ask
me and my quiz might do we year end off with the albums them again.
all right. Well, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that too because there were some albums that y'all mentioned that I listened to, but like it didn't gravitate with me that much. Like case in point, Mac Miller Swimming, which have a chance, huge chance of making it into my top 50 list. Well, there's another Mac Miller album. Wait, rest in peace to Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Actually, this is on the weekend. Well, we recording this the day after the
Is
anniversary of his death.
that
Yeah, but there's another album that actually like a little bit more than swimming, but I had a kind of wrestle between the two there. But yeah,
uh,
I'm looking forward to you guys end of the year's list. I will have my list as well too. I'll see. Well, I'll try to get Ricardo to do this evening as well. But this question, last question, I want to ask you before we part ways. Uh, really want to like you and Mike Wise to do a top 52 there. But but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be 50. It could be 40, it could be 25, it could be 20, hell, it could be 10. I don't want it
okay.
to be over 50 though, because
That one
that's
of that long shoe, 50 that long shoe.
yeah. So
Yeah, long
and,
shoe.
and at some point in time we meet up and we just like share this list and just talk about it. So and by the way, it's your list there, so you can add wherever you wanted it. It could be Conway, West Side Gun, The Crow, Ill Will, whoever it is you want, whoever it is.
No,
But
you
it has
know
to
how
be
you hear we don't do we listen. I just have like real stuff nobody don't listen to on wireless that does we do. So
yeah, exactly. Well, I know that. Yeah. So
so
that's my one. But I want it to be your list, and whatever your number one tunes out to be, it had to be something you can live with. And they're like, well, it was my number one then, but like
nah.
about it, boy, yeah, not
See,
really.
it's a real albums that could fight for that number one. Because,
That's the fun of doing this list. Right? That's why I want
because
you and Mike Weiss to be on board with this.
Pinata could get,
Yes, yes.
Daytona could get.
Yeah, Pediatra have a huge chance. Daytona have a huge chance. You see, like my top 10, like
See,
of the
see,
decade, that
see
gonna
that
be
was showing you. It have like a real, so it wouldn't be straightforward, but it have things them that could happen. Yeah, fair enough. We could do it. You
nice,
just had
nice,
to
nice.
shoot Mike the idea, and we'll do it.
Yeah, I will. I will reach out to him though. But I want this to be something that we could put out, see, by early December. Reason being is because, well, I just have like other lists I want to put out, so I want to kind of put it out there for people to see and kind of weigh the thoughts on that. I know
Okay.
we could wait until after Christmas, we just in case somebody drop an album Christmas Day, like
All of
say
that
Run
could
Jules,
it
like what they do with
albums
Run
that might
Jules.
drop out
Yeah, like
December.
yeah, like what they do, like what Roddy Jules two did with Roddy Jules 3, they drop it Christmas Day, but but people more or less saw it as, oh well, this is a next year album. This is
Like it,
the well,
yeah.
what I mean, so like that. So we'll talk about it afterwards basically, but yeah, that's basically what I want. That's what I'll be doing. I want to see, if you and Mike Wise could do that. I know they're gonna have a blast with this trend.
Okay, fair enough. I'm done. Yeah, good. I'll do it.
All right, cool. So that sounds like a plan, man.
All
All
right.
right, folks. So thanks so much for checking out this episode of Retrospect Reviews. If you enjoy the album Ready to Die, if there's any particular tracks that you enjoy, feel free to comment below. Let us know what you thought about the album as a whole. If it still holds up, and this album is gonna last the test of time. Millions of rappers are gonna be inspired by this for years to come, man. So yeah, that's just a testament to great music and to a great artist. So rest in peace to Christopher Wallace. Your legacy will live on.
word.